Hello, my name is J-Bear, and welcome back. This is episode 4 on the V for Vanilla multiplayer server, and it's been a little while. I got sick shortly after I posted my last video where I made this iron farm and a slime farm down underground with the thing everybody's getting these days that you shouldn't mention in a YouTube video. Yeah, I got that. Even though I'm vaccinated, I still got that. And after I get sick, I have a cough that lasts for a very long time and makes it difficult for me to talk for a very long time. So I have not been recording videos. I've been trying to get over that. I actually ended up in the hospital with blood clots in my lungs, so I'm on blood thinners for that. So it hasn't been a very fun time, but I'm feeling well enough that I can start recording. In the meantime, I have been playing Minecraft. I have been working around this world, and I'll show you some of the things that I've done during the time in between episodes. So as I said last time, we built this iron farm, and it has been quite productive. I have been coming down here, collecting the iron and converting it into iron blocks. I have a lot of them. I've been AFK a little bit here and there as well, but I also had built a slime farm, and let's go take a look at that. Oh, I built this entrance to the slime farm. I don't remember if this was in the last episode or not. Oh yeah, we'll get to this. So the slime farm, actually I've been turning them all into slime blocks because it's just very productive. So my plan for the slime farm was that I was going to go around, light up all the caves, and I started doing that, but I found it was a very difficult job. So instead, I built this AFK chamber up here that I could stand in that would load the slime farm and some of the caves around here that I went and lit up. So that way when I'm up here, the only place that something can spawn is in the slime farm. And so it's been very productive. And the iron farm is still within range of this as well. So it's my AFK area, and I know it looks ugly right now. It is what it is for right now until I have a chance to make it look nicer. I thought that'd be something that I would do in an episode, maybe build some type of really cool looking tower or something here. So this is the tunnel where the slime farm is. And if you remember, we found a cave spider spawner, and I turned that into a mob grinder. Well, while I was going around lighting up caves and things, I found another one right over here. And I turned this into a spider spawner. If I stand right here in the middle of these two wooden blocks, sometimes I gotta nudge myself around a little bit. There, you can see that one there is spinning, and this one here is spinning. And it's very, very sensitive. Like if I move over a little bit this way, that one turns off. If I move over just a little bit this way, that one turns off. So I've got to be in the exact right place to get both of them going at once. So I set up a little enchanting area here. I have a really good sword for killing spiders with. I brought a cow down here so that I have plenty of milk because I get poisoned by these things sometimes. I made it so that it can be turned on and off with lights. So we'll turn both of these on so that spiders are spawning, and they go down some water channels that push them over into this bubble elevator. Working with cave spiders is very, very difficult, not just because of the poison, but they're always trying to climb things. But I also have two different modes for this. There you can see they're coming in now. There's two different modes. There's EXP mode, and then there's drop mode. And drop mode opens up, well, let's turn this one back off, and I'll turn this on. That way we have light and we can see it. And let me go around back. It's behind this wall. All right, so if we go down here, we can see there is a drop. and the spiders will fall down and die on the hoppers. Sometimes they goof around a little bit with climbing the walls and things, and eventually they do fall down and die, and I have a collection area down there so that I can just collect the string if I just need a bunch of string for some reason. All right, so we got a couple spiders in here, and I have my Sweeping Edge 3 Bane of Arthropods 4 sword here that I enchanted. And if we smack these guys, it one hit kills all of them. And then we can move over here to the corner and collect all the EXP. So these trapdoors, they'll prevent them from escaping up here because they can fit through a half a block opening. I mean, that's what he's standing in right now, is a half block opening. So this prevents them from getting out. This one prevents me from getting too close. But the EXP can't get through to me right here. So I have to go over to the corners, and to prevent myself from getting too close, I put walls there. So this works really good. I might actually put together a tutorial on how to build one of these. All right, let's go see a couple of the other things that I have done in between episodes. I've also been back and forth to spawn several times, mostly trading with the villagers there to work on my weapons and tools a little bit. And I haven't done too much of it, but I did want to upgrade things a little bit before I have my villager trading hall, just because I needed things. But a couple things I've done: I gathered up some cows because I needed the leather for the books, and it's always nice to have plenty of cows around for food and for the leather, of course. And I've got a little tiny wheat farm here to feed them. But I also made this an automatic sugarcane and bamboo farm. It's not very big, but it's big enough for what I need. And I'll show you how this works. Let's just grab a piece of sugarcane here. There's an observer right here. And when it sees this piece of sugarcane grow, then it will send this flying machine down, which will harvest all of the bamboo and sugarcane. So let's put this down. And there it goes. And you can see some of it gets shot through the end here. And so I actually set up a little catch chamber for that. And there is, of course, a minecart with a hopper that goes around underneath here. And it collects everything. And then it comes over here, and there's another minecart with a hopper. You can see it sort of hidden there inside that block, and it drops everything off and it flows down into this chest here, which is getting very full very quickly. And I'm sure you also noticed melons and pumpkins in there. So there's a melon and pumpkin farm over here. And it's not very big, but it's going to be big enough. And the minecart will go around and collect all those and drop them off over there as well. And we can see that's what it's doing right now. So that is all that I've done in between episodes. Not a whole lot, and not some of the most exciting things to put in a video anyway, but it is nice to have some of these farms, especially since my next project is a villager trading hall. I'm going to need melons and pumpkins, and I'm going to need potatoes and carrots, which I have to make a farm for those as well. But one other thing I'm going to do here too is I do need to start thinking about a storage system. And I'm thinking maybe like right back here in this area is where I'm going to be building some type of storage system. All the stuff from the farms can be funneled into this automatically. So thinking that that's where it's going to go, but that's not for this episode. That's for the future. And this is the area right over here that I'm going to build the villager trading hall. And I'm hoping to be able to do that in this episode. I have gathered up what I believe to be all of the materials that I'm going to need to build this. And I think we can probably do that in this episode. It will probably take a long time to completely populate it with villagers just to get all of the trades that I want, but that's always a process. But I have something else in mind first. If I could get through this gate and put my horse away. Oh yeah, and I got a jelly cat. I had some fish and he was wandering around, so I tamed him. So actually the first thing I want to do in this episode is maybe a little bit crazy. I have these wither skulls that were given out at Christmas time, and I really don't have the proper gear and armor for fighting it. I mean, this is not the best enchantments, but I was watching an episode of Impulse SV the other day. He's doing a hardcore series, and he used iron golems to kill the wither. And what do I have a ton of? Iron. And I've got plenty of pumpkins. So I'm going to go gather up that stuff, and we're going to go find a place to do this and hopefully not die. All right, I now have everything I need to go fight the wither. I hope. I've got enough pumpkins and iron blocks to make 64 golems. I don't think I need that many, but I want to make sure that this wither dies and doesn't come after me. So they're all going to be there to kill him and be a distraction so that it doesn't come after me once I spawn it. Now, I do have some tunnels that I've done some mining in near my base here, but I don't want to spawn it down there. I'm going to spawn this down at bedrock level, but I don't want to spawn it near my base, just in case it does escape and starts doing some damage. But also because once the fight is over, there's going to be a bunch of golems around, possibly, hopefully, we'll see. And I don't want them constantly loaded, causing lag and just being entities. So we're going to go a little distance away, find a place that we can dig down to bedrock, and that's where we're going to do this. All right, well, I think that this is a good place. We are over 600 blocks away from home. There's actually an igloo right here. We'll have to take a look at that later. But we're going to go ahead and put our horse here, and we'll leave our horse right here where he's safe. Do I need anything else from my shulker box? I don't think so. So I think we can dig down and we can try to fight this wither. All right, there's bedrock. We're just going to open up a little bit of an area here, give ourselves some room. All right, we got a little area here to work with. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to dig a long tunnel here, and we're going to build a chamber at the end of the tunnel where we're going to put all of the iron golems surrounding the spot that we're going to spawn the wither. All right, I think this is long enough, and I'm starting to hear things around me in caves, so I think this is probably as far as I want to go. So we're going to open up a nice big area here. Well, I think we're like right underneath of a cave spider spawner or something, because I hear a lot of spiders. We definitely don't want them interfering with what we're doing here. So what I'm going to do, this is the chamber I'm going to spawn the wither, and I'm going to make some hallways here. This is what Impulse SV did on his video. So I'm going to kind of follow that because it worked out really well for him. He had a couple hallways here where he spawned all of his iron golems, spawning the wither in a central hallway or central chamber, and then they will all come in and attack it. All right, I've got quite an area cleared out here. I've got little hallways and little chambers and things. I think I've got enough room to spawn all of the golems. So we're going to put, let's see, we're going to put some dirt blocks right here so that it keeps the golems in their spawn areas until the wither blows up the first time, it should break those dirt blocks. Let's see, we could probably put that one there because I don't think a golem can fit through that. We want to make sure that these dirt blocks get blown up. So let's actually put this one here. Yeah, we should be good with it like that. Because I'm going to spawn the wither right here. I want to make absolute certain that these dirt blocks blow up, because if not, the golems aren't going to be able to get to it. So I think we should be good with that right there. Get out of the way. This is going to be kind of a pain. All right, let's see. That one. Get out of the wall, you dummy. Oh, these guys. Alright, so I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do with getting golems spawned. There are so many of them. There's so much noise with cave spiders and zombies. I'm going to go drop off everything I'm carrying that I don't need, and then we're going to spawn the wither. Alright, I've made a little area up here for myself so that I can look down and watch what's going on here, because it'd be a little difficult to see from the tunnel. But I'd also like to at least get one hit in on the wither myself. So I'm hoping I can do that from up here with my bow. I don't know if that will give me credit for killing the wither, but I guess we'll see. So here we go. 1, 2. All right, guys. Are you ready? Oh, here we go. Okay, now I gotta run back here so I don't get hit by the initial blast. Alright. Uh-oh. It's up too high. There's something I didn't think about. They can't reach it. I guess I can shoot it from here. Why is there a zombie floating in the corner? I guess they are getting it. Okay. It's dead. Oh, the zombie was falling through spider webs. Let's quickly block that off. I guess I should have probably gone up there and disabled that. But where is my nether star? Where is it? I got it. I just picked it up. These guys are all withered and dying. I wonder how many we still have left. If I look at them all, they're all hurt. But that worked out. There we go. We've got another star. I don't think I got credit for killing the wither. Let's see. Let me check my... Well, let's get down. Let's get down here a little bit, where it's less noisy. And let me check my statistics here. No, I have not killed the wither, even though I did damage to it. I guess because I didn't get in the killing blow, it probably did not count. But we did it. We've got the nether star, and that's what counts. That's what I really wanted. But that worked out really well. I mean, I was a little worried when it started flying up there and getting stuck against the ceiling, but they were able to hit it anyways. Since I could see that spider spawner, I'm going to get rid of it. All right, let's take our bed. We can always come back here and pick up this cobbled deep slate, but I do want that. So let's get out of here. All right, we made it out. Let's get on our horse and head back home, and we can make a beacon. All right, here we go. We have a beacon. And let's grab a bunch of iron and get it set up. So I think for now, I'm going to just set the beacon up right here in the center of this village. I think that should be pretty good for right now. We can always change this later on if we want to, but I'm not going to do the whole burying it in the ground thing just yet until I have a permanent place for it. Right now, this is just because I want it set up. So I'm just going to dig down, dig out a little bit of a layer here for the bottom of it, and get this thing set up. All right, there we go. We got our pyramid built. Let's put our beacon here, and let's activate this piece of iron in there. And I want haste, and we want regen as our secondary one. Haste 2 at times when I'm gathering materials will be nice, but for now we'll go with haste and regeneration. Regeneration's an important one to help us regenerate our health so we don't have to keep drinking suspicious stew or going back to spawn where there's a beacon. But there we go. We've got a beacon. Let's see, what is our range on this? How far can we go? All right, it looks like about right here. So that gets us over to the house that we're using and almost over to the villager breeder. Let's go the other way and see. All right, and this is where it gets me to, about right over here in front of our farms. So I think that's good for now, but you know what? I think I'm going to change it because haste is good for if I'm going to be doing a lot of mining, but I'm not planning on doing that anytime soon. So let's put another piece of iron in there. And I think right now I want speed and regeneration. So we're going to go with that. We're going to change it up a little bit. Help us get around this place a little bit faster when we're running back and forth, because I do find myself running back and forth quite often. So having a little bit of extra speed will be nice. All right, so now that that is done, we can turn our attention to our villager trading hall. Like I said, I have already gathered up all of the materials that I believe I'm going to need for this in these chests. We're going to put it right over here in this area. So I'm going to have to clear out a lot of dirt here for some of the underground parts of it, because there is some redstone involved with this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Okay, so as you can see, I have cleared out the area where the villager trading hall is going to go. It might look a little bit weird, but because this is where the redstone components are going to go, this is going to have a zombie down here in the middle, and it's going to raise and lower the villagers down so that the zombie can attack them, convert them into zombie villagers, and then I can convert them back so I can get discounted trades. So I'm going to go through and start putting in the redstone components and start getting this built up. And I think I'm going to do that in the form of a time lapse. So let's get started with that. Okay, and there we go. We have a villager trading hall all built up here. Let's take a look at it here. As you can see, I've gone with the same style that I used for the villager breeder. And let's actually go over and take a closer look at it. Okay, and I do still have some cleanup to do in between the buildings here. I'm not real happy with the way things are on the outside here. I've got some chests sitting around, but I've kind of got the same idea going on where there's towers and doors and staircases and even a little bridge that connects us over here to the villager breeder. So kind of the same theme going on here. So let's go down here and we'll come in the main door. And this is, of course, where all of the villagers are going to be. And I've already got a zombie in place down here. And he should be holding a sword to convert the villagers. And the way this will work is I'll click this lever and the villager there will drop down and the zombie will be able to hit them and convert them into zombie villagers. And then I'll be able to raise them back up and convert them and get discounted trades. So right now there's no workstations in place. I've got one composter here, but they will come in here and they will get stuck in here. They won't be able to get out. Like if I just walk forward, I can't get out because of stair block. I have to crouch. So they will get stuck there. And even when I take away their workstation to, oh, that fell down inside. Let's see if we can get in there and get it. Okay, got it. So I can take it away to refresh their trades until I get one that I want. And then, they won't be able to get out because of the walls. So this is a modification of a villager breeder that is by Logical Geek Boy. And I'll put a link to that in the description. And I've modified this a little bit. He had it where you had villagers every other space, but I modified it by putting observers here so that I can work the redstone out. Maybe there's a better way of doing this, but this is what made sense to me. But we'll have these villagers side by side here. And let's go ahead and go up top. So we'll pretend that we're a villager. They'll come up through here on the track. They'll come up around back, and I can switch tracks right here to send them down either side because this is a double-sided villager trading hall. I've got some zombies in place here so that when the villager is ejected from this activator rail, they will land right here. They won't be able to get out because of this trapdoor above them. And they'll get scared of the zombie and they'll come running down, and they won't be able to get past this because of all these trapdoors, and they'll fall down into their space and get their trade. I can get out of here, of course, like I went down in there again. Okay, so let's put that back down. So then once they're in place, I will close the trap door above their head. And if I break that and flip that, that closes the trap door up above. Let's go up there again. Okay, so that closes this trap door up above. So that way it's not blocking them from above. And the next one will come and fall down into their slot. And so I'll be able to have a lot more villagers in a smaller space. And I think I'm going to make a tutorial on this villager trading hall and how it's put together, how to make it, with credit to Logical Geek Boy, of course, because this is a modification of his design. But let's go ahead and see if we can get our first villager in here. I haven't tried it yet, so we will see how it goes. So let's hit the button and let's go see what happens. Oh, he got stuck. Oh, I'm missing. That's weird. I'm missing a powered rail right here. All right, let's push you up here. And so he goes in. And I forgot to put this back. There we go. He fell down. I forgot to put the trapdoors back the way that they were supposed to go to prevent him from going the wrong place. Okay, and then the minecart just pops through, lands here for me to retrieve it. And he is a farmer now. So let's see if we can just click that trapdoor. He'll stop jumping. And then we'll break this, flip that lever. Although I think it's actually supposed to go up once they're done. And then we can put the ceiling back in place. There are more automated ways of locking them in once they've fallen in, but it costs more redstone. So I didn't do it that way. So let's see what he's got for trades. He's got exactly what I want. He's got carrots and potatoes. So we're going to go ahead and lock that trade in. All right. And I'm going to do all of my farmers with carrots and potatoes, and hopefully melons and pumpkins as well. As you can see, I've brought over some things to trade with the villagers. I've got a bunch of workstations ready to go so that I can start working on populating this thing and getting all of the villagers that I want. Let's just take a little quick tour of the rest of this place. There's another little door here to get in. So I got the front door, middle door, back door, and we've got these stairs that lead up here that we can go over to the villager breeder. And there are these double doors that lead into this area up top that allows me to kind of come in here and troubleshoot if there's some problems. I might eventually use this for some type of storage for things to trade with them, but for now it's just kind of a big open area. And then we come down here. There's, little door leads into this. Nothing really in here right now. This takes us out back, which is, of course, quite messy right now because of having the structure in place to put the villagers in. These zombies will eventually be gone once I have all the villagers that I need in here, because I won't need them. And this back will get finished off properly. It's, of course, not going to look like this. It's this kind of platform area is going to wrap around over to there. Okay, and we got a little bit of a lookout area here with another small tower over here on the corner. And that just comes around to the back. And there's no way right now to get up on top up there where the flag is. I probably should do something with that eventually. But that is all I have time for in this episode. And so if you like this episode, please click like and leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I would like to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed. And if you're new here, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.